All right, hello everybody. Welcome back, y'all, to the Real Evvonne. I did do this live on Monday. However, I called myself trying to edit out the long ass intro the next day, and I ended up editing out everything except for 18 seconds. I don't know how I did it, but it was through YouTube's thing. So YouTube changed up a lot of stuff. So I still haven't completely figured it out how to use their system as far as editing. Because it's one thing to do it on your own when you're doing an upload, but trying to edit it from theirs, like if you do a live or something like that, it's a little tricky right now. But nonetheless, I actually am glad that happened that way because I have some new information to show you that I didn't show in the last one. So that is what I'm going to show you tonight. So you already see the title. So you already know what it's going to be about. Now, I'm doing this because a lot of y'all have continually asked me throughout the past few years about Kanika Jenkins. Can you do updates? Can you do this? Like, can you? Fine. So what I'm going to talk about some stuff that I never really talked about before. I still have my videos. What I think I'm going to do to be on the safe side is to upload all my Kanika Jenkins videos to my Patreon. So if you're not already a member over there, you might want to do that before Friday because I'm going to upload all my Kanika Jenkins videos over there. Because YouTube, you know how they are. So anyway, before I get into this, if you have not already done so, please hit that subscribe button and the notification so you are notified every time I go live or do uploads. Doesn't matter. And hello to everybody in the chat. My apologies for not saying everybody by name, but let me just do a little quick rundown real quick. What's up, Lily of God? What's up, Mac Lover, Cole Pepsi, Makai, Bianca, ATF, Miss Queen, Luana. Okay, let me get into this, okay? Now, the death of Kanika Jenkins. First of all, you know this is on Wikipedia. I always cite anything that's on Wikipedia as far as when it comes to regular, everyday people, right? I don't know about you. I don't think me or you or our relatives are on Wikipedia. Just saying. So why would a 19-year-old from Chicago be on Wikipedia? 19-year-old Kanika Jenkins was found dead inside a latched freezer of the Crown Plaza, Chicago O'Hare Hotel in Rosemont, Illinois, after attending a party there on September 8, 2017. Right? Just so you see. Now, the medical examiner's report found that Jenkins' death, they said it was accidental. I call bull. They said alcohol and a drug found in her system were thought to have hastened the effects of hypothermia. See, that's also bull. But I'm going to show y'all why. Sustained by Jenkins remaining inside the freezer. This is what they said. But I'm going to show y'all some stuff to refute all of this narrative that they put out there. Again, it's a narrative because first of all, it's on Wikipedia. Again, this is a 19-year-old from Chicago. She wasn't. This ain't no disrespect, but it is what the fuck it is. She was no Michael Jackson. She was not none of that. Like I said, I don't think me, you, or any of our family members are gonna be on Wikipedia. Yes, I do know anybody could create a Wikipedia, but I'm just saying. Again, I've never created a Wikipedia for anybody that's passed on in my life. Just saying. Okay, so anyway. And of course, the Rosemont Police Department, they didn't suspect any foul play. Let me also say this, because I talked about this too back in 2017, 2018, that the Rosemont Police Department is very corrupt. Everything from organ selling, harvesting, however you want to put it, to just corruption, period. You don't believe me? Look it up for yourself. Do your own research. They're corrupt as hell. So, me personally, you take anything they say with a grain of salt, especially when dealing with this case. Just saying. Because even the family and friends criticized the initial police response. And a lawsuit was filed against the hotel and others. But we're going to get to that in a minute, right? Oh, and if you like this content, y'all better hit my Cash App, my PayPal. I'm only doing this because y'all asked me. I'm not going to keep doing stuff and then y'all not supporting. You better do that. Now, Kanika's friends' stories remain inconsistent in regards as far as exactly what happened after the party, right? But you also need to talk about during the party, because there are videos out there. You can search it even on YouTube as far as a fight that took place in the bathroom inside of one of the hotel rooms. I saw it for myself. As far as I looked it up and I looked at it myself, right? So after she went missing, one of her friends allegedly texted another about how she was drunk, how Jenkins was drunk and missing. Has anybody ever stopped to even analyze any of this stuff? I don't know about y'all, but back in the day, when I was their ages and we went to parties and stuff, we came together, we left together, and we damn sure wasn't separating. Look, put it like this. If one of us knew one of us in the group was drunk, we would not separate. We damn sure wouldn't do that. But let's continue, right? Drunk and missing. And the reply came back, allegedly, find Kanika. And I can't believe y'all lost her. And then again, anybody ever question any of this? What you mean lost her? I understand, again, if you come together, but wait a damn minute now. Lost me. Now, they told her mother, Mama No Tears, what I like to call her, Mama No Tears, Teresa Martin. They told her that Kanika had gone downstairs with some people, but they left her alone to go and retrieve a cell phone from one of the hotel rooms. Think about that shit, too. They said some people, which will imply they don't know those people. So you gonna leave your drunk ass friend that you said got lost in the midst of everything, but then you found your drunk ass friend, but then you're gonna leave your drunk ass friend to go downstairs with some people, which implies you don't know these people, to go back and get her phone. Fuck a phone. Again, I would never do that. At least one of us gonna stay with the drunk ass friend while the other one go up and find the phone. Right? Y'all gotta start using common sense. And I've talked about all this shit before too, but so I already told you about as far as Mama No Tears, the lawsuit and shit like that. Bottom line is, how the hotel, they was gonna fight that. It was a lawsuit, $50 million. The family, Mama No Tears, was looking for $50 million, which is excessive. But I'm just saying, I know how this go. You start high and you end up like somewhere in between. So I know how that game go. Now, that $50 million lawsuit against the hotel and others displayed photos of a freezer door showing that it had a lock button from the outside and suggested someone may have inadvertently locked the freezer door. And then they say it was contradicted by the security camera, which recorded no other footage since August 30th. Did anybody catch that? They kept saying that the security camera in front of that freezer was not working, so they didn't capture anything. How the fuck they know what happened then if that camera was allegedly not working? Which I knew from jump it was bullshit. But pay attention, because in the lawsuit, see, again, I always say this: follow the money trail. Follow the money trail. That right there just let y'all know. This was contradicted by the security camera, which recorded no other footage since August 30th, nor any after Jenkins footage. Why would it do up to a certain point and then not after? Come on now. And the photo seemed not to be of the actual freezer door, which latched shut, but apparently had no lock. Okay? The attorney also asserted that the hotel had the means to lock off the kitchen area as it had a pair of plywood doors with a padlock. I've said this again as well. I've worked in places where if they're doing construction, the area will be roped off, taped off, however you want to say it. Curtains and all, that the public cannot go through. And they have shit like, oh, you gotta have a hard hat to continue on through this area, like that type of thing, right? But I'm gonna tell you something. If something is under construction, you damn sure, for example, in the kitchen, right, that freezer's not gonna be on. I don't give a fuck what they say. Cause they even try to say, oh, they rented it out to a restaurant or something like that. What? That don't even make sense. If something is not being used, allegedly under construction, you're not gonna rent out no damn freezer. You're just not. Thank you, China. Look in the. I'm sorry. I'm just looking in the chat real quick. And you are correct. Same thing. You're right. We would never do that. We'd never leave, you know. But anyway, let me move on. So I just want to point that out to y'all because remember originally they kept saying, "Oh, the camera in front of the freezer, the walk-in freezer that she was found in allegedly." They said that the camera wasn't recording, but this damn lawsuit says it did record. Okay. Moving on. Now let's look at her friend Irene's glasses. We knew this bitch wore these stupid ass cool mode D sunglasses, out of style like fuck, but moving on. Okay. She wanna wear the mirror sunglasses for a reason, right? We know that. That shit ain't in style no fucking more. But anyway, she wanted to wear that shit for a reason. Okay. So I circled on this first screenshot for y'all, right? In my opinion, that is Kanika. If that's not Kanika, that is another female. But if somebody laid across that bed with the same color jeans and shit like on the Kanika had, right? They are laid across the bed. Pass the fuck out. I don't know. Now, let me tell you something. Like I said, there is video on YouTube still. You just got to search for it. When the party in the bathroom, one of them bathrooms, there was a fight. They whooped her ass, and I'm going to show y'all that as well. Okay? But anyway, she's laid across this bed. At this point, I don't know if this is from after the ass whooping or after some drugs they gave her to have her pass the fuck out. See the second picture, same fake ass cool mode sunglasses that no fucking body wears no more but this bitch. Anyway, you can see the dude with the red jacket, which a lot of people did, include me, when we was on them videos back then, pointing out the dude with the red jacket. He was posing shit for no motherfucker had on a blue jacket, all types of shit, right? I was like just posing and shit. But this motherfucker in the hotel sitting on the bed, clearly, I didn't Photoshop that in. Nobody did. Okay? So you can see that as well. He's on the bed with that body behind him, which is Kanika on that bed. You can see that shit. Now let's get into it. I'm gonna tell y'all something. To this day, this shit still disturbs me. See, this is why I didn't want to do to begin with back then, but people kept asking me, and I still feel some type of way about this because this some creepy ass shit. Because I understand how deep this shit goes. I don't give a fuck with the official. Oh, it was a accident. No, motherfucker. Because after everything I show y'all tonight, you gonna know this shit was no accident. But that's the narrative they run for a reason. Let me tell y'all something. Matter of fact, I think it's still on my channel. I did a video this year talking about over I think it's China, whatever, like organ harvesting, that type of shit is real as fuck. That's a black underground market. Underground market, okay? Motherfucking organs, top ass dollar. And then when you melanated, just saying, when you're melanated, your shit really is top dollar. You don't believe me? Do your own research. Look on the screen, right? Look how she was walking. Then look, I done been twisted myself. Okay? Ain't no fucking way I would have been able to go from that hotel room all the way down to that fucking kitchen. I got a problem with this picture, and I'm gonna show y'all why. Because think about this. At this point, she was so fucking messed up, right? I want you to pay attention and stay with me. She was so messed up, struggling. She also wasn't by herself. Look at this one. She obviously was not by herself. See, what they did was they removed the motherfuckers that was helping her along. But she was fucked up. I don't know if this was after the ass whooping whatever, but stay with me because I'm gonna show y'all some shit. But who the fuck was she talking to? She looking at the wall. Look at her leg. Who the fuck was she talking to? Because you know somebody was there. A lot of you motherfuckers seem to think in this day and age, even back then, 2017, y'all seem to think that motherfuckers can't be edited out of some fucking video. Yes, the fuck they can, and I'm going to show you. Let's talk about it. You ever heard of Adobe Cloak? It's a powerful tool that can remove any object or person from your video. Have you ever wanted to remove unwanted objects or people from a video? The conventional process involves editing each frame individually and then stitching them back together. That's how you can remove motherfuckers. This is Photoshop on 100, okay? Look on the screen at the very top, right? This is with that Adobe, right? At the very top. On the very top half on the left, there's two women walking, right? You see the red circle, right? And then look on the bottom, they've been removed. You would never know them motherfuckers was in that picture. Never. Okay? Now look at this one. Who in the fuck? Nobody walks this way by themselves. There was clear, and I'm gonna show y'all something. Y'all stay with me. I got some a video to show y'all all this shit. And you will see the people in and out, right? Invisible, like ghost type shit, popping in and out. I'm about to show y'all that in like 3 or 4 more frames, right? I'm about to show y'all that. And again, if you haven't already done so, y'all better donate for this information and for my time. Hit my Cash App and my PayPal. I don't give a fuck which one you do, but you better do it. Y'all can't keep asking me to do this shit and then I do it and then y'all mute. Again, look on the screen. Nobody walks like that on their own. You will fall the fuck over because you're so off balance. Look at the damn picture. If you was by yourself doing that shit, you will fall the fuck down. In my opinion, I don't even think she was alive at this point. Moving on. Okay? But anyway, I just showed y'all that. And I want you to also see this. See this close up in the kitchen. Come on, y'all. Not only, sir, look at how her hair is still straight, right? That's not a real hair. We know that, right? We all established it's a wig or weave, whatever. It's a wig. But it's still straight and neat, right? But also look at her arm or hand, like come on, y'all, somebody's with her. Look at that. Who the fuck walks like that? So we walking on a tilt now? I don't think she was, but she walking on a tilt, right? So you go from right like this, right? Straight. And I showed y'all that Adobe Cloak. Look that up yourself. That's some real ass software that you can legit delete motherfuckers and objects out of your fucking video and pitch, all that shit. But pay attention, right? Hair is still straight. Now, this is supposed to be her walking into the freezer. That's what they want you to believe. That this right here, what you're seeing, is her walking into the freezer and locking her ass in that freezer. Her clothes are clean in this picture. There's no dirt. There's no nothing. And her hair is still straight. Message. Her hair is still straight. Her clothes are still clean. So we supposed to believe this is the scene that she's walking into that fucking freezer. How you go from this to this? Her face is swollen. Her lips are swollen. That don't have nothing to do with hypothermia. They beat the fuck out of her. And who knows we know what else, but I can't say it right now because you know how fucking YouTube is. And since when did her wig have bangs? Because this motherfucker look like it got bangs on it. But nonetheless, your wig will only look like this. Ladies, y'all know. If a motherfucker had you up under some type of water or something. But this wig is so fucked up. And her face is so swollen, including her lips. But we supposed to believe this is her walking into the freezer with straight hair and clean clothes. And you mean to tell me she locked herself in a she clearly wasn't sober. And then she ended up looking like this. But I'm going to show y'all how much is bullshit. I'm about to show y'all the video. I don't know how the audio is going to sound, y'all, but that's not important. Just pay attention to what the fuck is actually going on. That's what matters. Okay? So, what I'm about to do is play it now. Undeniable proof that she was not alone.
On their own. Video shows Canadian kids walking with friends at the Crown Plaza Hotel early Saturday morning. Sarah found us later by herself. At some point, she stumbles out of the elevator. Later, she repeatedly hits the wall walking down this hall. Another camera catches her running into a stairwell and then catches her fall. The New York Times shows here to show you the Rome Hotel over an hour.
And no one around Plaza Hotel.
Around 2:30 a.m., Home entered the lower level kitchen at the hotel. She walks out of frame, but then she's captured.
Pay attention.
Here on another camera. Still don't see her entering the freezer. I want to see it. Oh, I want to see it.
Let me say this with Mama No Tears. I'm all about symbolism, right? She got on lightning bolt earrings. And if you know anything about the Bible or any of that, Satan came from heaven. It was like they said, like lightning bolt, right? That's demonic sacrifice. I also did a video before about Mama No Tears' connection with the Eastern Stars. I want y'all to listen and pay attention to every fucking thing I'm saying right now. Eastern Stars, all that. Okay?
Behind her, like she's calling somebody up the stairs. When they answered, it was more than one person.
Come on, y'all. Look at that. She's not by herself. Look at that. Look at that. And you see how it blinked in and out? Because they was editing it. How you just fucking disappear? You see that? Yep, same for Lisa Lamb. Mm-hmm. Now, look here though. This, y'all, come on. Look at her head back and this creeps me out. You can clearly see the other people involved in this. Look at this, how he keeps jumping and going in and out and all that shit.
So you see how he was looking like he was ducked down, rushing towards you? Now watch how she slammed against the wall. Watch when she step on the red line. Watch. Here come that right leg. Watch. You gonna catch it.
This is so creepy.
Look real close in the corner. Look how somebody.
Look at that right there.
straight, and then watch this part. Boom. She was slammed against that wall right there, like somebody had their arm out. Look real close. When she come out the room, somebody pull her, boom, slammed against the wall. They had the fuck out of that.
Very close. Boom, right there. Play it again. You can see she don't got 5 arms. Watch that shit. Boom. Somebody pull her back. One more time. I'm live with this shit. Watch. Boom. Somebody pulled her. Okay? And their arm is still kind.
Look at that.
Do that shit again. So y'all don't see that boy standing back there behind her, y'all. Watch, he's finna pop out.
Look, right there.
Look at that boy, that reflection off that thing. He running. Come on now.
And
Y'all don't tell me y'all don't see dude on this camera.
then you
So I'm tweaking. So y'all don't see nobody standing behind her in this doorway. Watch this.
You see the things going.
Watch this. Watch this, y'all.
Look on there. You see them people back there on the
They,
elevator.
look right there in that doorway. That's somebody right there.
They jump.
That's somebody. Y'all don't see that. Y'all don't see that shit.
Let me rewind it. Mister, they see that shit, G. Whoever made this.
So y'all don't see these people.
Bitch,
right
get
here
your
that
finger
y'all
out the
see.
way.
Somebody say something, comment. So y'all don't see these people that I'm seeing. Y'all don't see these people that I'm seeing. Look behind her.
And you see it on the elevator.
Look behind her.
Right there.
Now look behind this girl in the doorway. Y'all don't see them niggas right there. Watch you finna jump
No,
out.
all I see is your
Right there.
fucking
Y'all
fingernail,
don't see
bitch.
them. So y'all don't see them.
Niggas.
Y'all don't see them niggas jumping out.
Yeah, look at. I told y'all the software they use to edit all this shit out. Yep, pay attention.
They say the camera adds 10 pounds, not 30. Looks a little heavy in these videos.
Like, come on.
And why haven't they released any video footage of her?
He said the camera adds 10 pounds, not 30. Because you're right. Something didn't look right. Like this person looked, I'm telling y'all, I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Her riding down on the elevator?
Not 30.
She's doing a lot of walking to be drunk or drugged. Or both. If you get super drunk anywhere, normally you don't walk out. You get carried out. I've been drunk before.
Thank you.
I want to sit down and I get sleepy.
If I've been that damn drunk, my ass will be past the fuck out. I'm not walking around nobody's fucking hallways.
Below her neck.
Thank you. Like he just said, you gonna sit your ass down somewhere. Who the fuck gonna be roaming around? Fuck that.
Area to make sure stealing doesn't go unnoticed.
I'm gonna be laid the fuck out or sit my ass down somewhere. I'm not gonna be wandering. Okay, anyways, I'm back. So anyway, like I said, you see from when she originally came in, the straight. All I know is this. That scene when we saw her walking, allegedly Kanika, walking to the freezer was totally different from what you saw in the freezer. Like they whooped her ass before that scene. So I don't know what happened between. I will still stay on this, but I'm just saying, I'm gonna show y'all some shit. So you can understand why in the flying fuck are we in 2022 still talking about this shit. Because I'm going to show y'all why. This is some evil ass shit. And And I'm gonna show you why the fuck we still talking about this shit, even though they fake closed it, right? And I said from the get-go, this kitchen, fake ass kitchen, it didn't look like a kitchen to me. You think it's a coincidence this motherfucker was allegedly closed off, but it looked like a fucking sterile ass operating room and shit type shit? And then when they was bringing the body out, right, allegedly from the freezer, right, it looked flat as shit. That don't look like it's a whole human body on that stretcher in that bag. It don't. Brandon, I don't know that part. I gotta look that up. But I do know what I just showed y'all, the Adobe. That is software. If you missed it, just replay it. But I showed the software that you can buy and use to edit people and objects out of videos. I showed y'all, and I showed you the example. Okay? Anyway, like I said, this looked like bullshit. And where in the flying fuck is the crime tape? Motherfuckers just going in and getting out of the body. Ain't no type of nothing going on. No tape or nothing. It's bad enough that they say this alleged kitchen was supposed to be closed. Well, damn. At this point, this is a crime scene, right? Where the fuck is the crime tape? That whole fucking kitchen should have been taped off, right? Because on the video, we saw somebody that looked like Kanika walk through it, right? That's a whole crime scene. Now, they said through pure negligence, someone noticed the doors in the kitchen were open. Talking about the freezer door, right? That she was in, right? So they say they locked them. They locked them like they should have been locked. They locked the freezer. And unfortunately, they locked Kanika into the freezer. Come the fuck on, y'all. I don't know about y'all. Before I close any type of fuck, something like that, especially, you didn't look to see. And the reason why I call bullshit on this is because of the next pictures I'm about to show you, that you know this is bullshit. You mean a fucking, I just came by and saw the door. Oh, it need to be locked. Well, I'm about to call bullshit on this, right? Because that's what the fuck they said. They tried to say her cause of death was determined by hypothermia with alcohol and drug abuse. Isn't that typical, right? The black teenager was abusing drugs and alcohol, and that's why the fuck she died. That's why the fuck she ended up in that freezer. Really, motherfucker? Because that party scene I saw, she wasn't even drinking like that. I don't know what the fuck they did before they got there and all that, but I'm just telling you what I saw before then. So something transpired between there and then, and I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody could be bought off. So don't get none twisted. Don't be, well, the coroner, the medical examiner said XYZ. That shit don't mean nothing. It's just like when you're dealing with Congress and Senate and all that, you got lobbyists, right? Everybody got a price. Okay? Just so you know. So don't be fooled by these stupid ass official reports they put out. Like I said, I'm about to debunk this bullshit. Somebody locked it like it should have been locked. No, the fuck they didn't, because I'm gonna show you why they didn't. Look at this one, right? This is how detectives work, right? The police, right? When they come on a crime scene, they don't even move the body or nothing without the photographer coming to take all these pictures, right? They be putting out A, B, exhibit A, exhibit B, C, D, however fucking letters it needs to be. That's what the fuck they do. So look on the screen, this first one, right? Exhibit A is that fucking lip gloss right there on that threshold where the door would go. How the fuck did that get in there? And then look how she's laid, right? Her foot. There's absolutely no fucking way the door was closed and locked with her in that position. It wasn't. It wasn't. How the fuck that lip gloss get right there? And everybody gonna ignore the dirt and shit on her jeans and her shoes? I don't give a fuck. Anybody, it was dirty in there. If she was that drunk and allegedly walked in there on her own and laid, and then think about this. I don't know about y'all, but again, I've been twisted. And I'll be damned. I'm gonna walk inside, then I'm gonna close the door. What the fuck? Y'all really think we supposed to believe she thought she walked home? Come on now. But even if she did, again, it don't make no sense because the lip gloss is on that lip right there where the door goes if you closing the door. And how the fuck her shoe get off? in her clothes. Her everything is dirty. Dirty. That means they stomped her ass out. They did something. They dragged her from point A to B. Whatever the fuck they did, all that shit happened before they put her in that freezer. Now, either when somebody led her down there and they did all that, remember, they said the cameras wasn't working. I know the motherfucking cameras was working. They just lying and telling people it wasn't, because I just showed y'all in the lawsuit where they said it was working and it just didn't record XYZ, right? I just showed y'all that. Bullshit. And none of us have any way of proving that shit unless you worked there or got access to that shit. And even then, at this point, it's kind of too late, right? But like I said, come on now. Look at on her tennis shoe right there. Motherfuckers was stepping on her, stomping, doing something. You don't get that type of shit on your shoes and on your clothes by yourself. Put it like that. Not by yourself. So with that being said, y'all, I'm about to round this out, but I got some shit to show y'all to really make you motherfuckers wake the fuck up and think and stop believing every fucking narrative that they put out here. Now, I showed this, and I'm going to show it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 5, she definitely looked dead. And to be honest, she could have been damn near dead in picture 4. Because I already showed y'all the video when clearly people was holding her up and leading her. They knew what the fuck they was doing. Think about this. Out of all, that's a hotel, right? But you go to an area that's allegedly not in use. This is another thing that I know. They're lying. That freezer, in my opinion, was not on. If you got a kitchen that is not in use, and it is, I'm telling you, I know this for a fact. If you got a kitchen that is under construction and not in use, you do not have no appliances hooked the fuck up. You don't. You're not going to have no refrigerator. You ain't going to have no stoves. None of that shit hooked up if it's under construction. You are dealing with electricity and all types of shit. And it's supposed to be under construction? Miss me with that bullshit. It wasn't. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to say this again like I said before. In my opinion, because I said this before back when I did these videos in 2017, 2018. That number 1 picture, these are not the same people. I said it. These are not the same. Damn sure number 1. First of all, look at number 1 and number 3. Fuck all that. Look at number 1, number 2, 3. I think number 2 and number 3 might be the same person. Number 1 is not the same person. It's a different person. But by the time you get down to number 6, they whooped her ass. That's why her lip and her face was so swollen. The wig is so fucked up because they probably drowned her. And then number 5, come on, y'all. I'm about to end this with a few more things. Do you understand what the meaning of Kanika is, right? The name Kanika, right? It means atom, molecule, or seed. Do you understand what a seed is? We have been going round and round with this bullshit, right? A seed, something that has been planted, right? Something has been planted. We've been going round and round and round still to in 2022, because I ain't the only one. There are people still talking about this, still trying to solve this case that they say was an accident, this is what pisses me off. I do not like anybody insulting my intelligence. This was clearly not an accident. I don't give a fuck what they say. This was clearly not an accident. I don't like anybody insulting my intelligence. And I'm sure most of y'all like that as well. But with that being said, Kanika, atom, molecule, or seed. Do you know what a seed is? You plant something, right? That's what a seed is. And you want it to grow into what? Depending on how you take care of this motherfucker, is what's going to sprout or not sprout, right? Nigeria, somebody said it means mother's own, is great or big. I told you before what Mama No Tear said, because I did this in a video. I might still have it. When she had, on her Facebook, she had posted talking about, I introduced Kanika to the world. You can't get no bigger than the world. I introduced Kanika to the world. Who in the flying fuck says that? I would give no shits. If I lost my child to some shit like this, you actually think I'm going to get on fucking social media and say I introduced my child to the world? Fuck the world. Because I'm going to be too busy focused on who the fuck did that to my child. Fuck the world. But this bitch posted something talking about I introduced Kanika to the world. You trifling ass, no tear having ass bitch. I said it. Because you sure didn't waste no motherfucking time filing a fucking lawsuit for $50 million that you didn't get, bitch. How you do that before you found out who the fuck killed your daughter? Trifling ass bitch. Now let me show y'all this. Exodus 14:3. Pharaoh will think the Israelites are wandering around the land in confusion, hemmed up in by the desert. Wandering around the land in confusion. What in the flying fuck was going on in that kitchen? Everybody following these shadows. You just going round and round and round, following some dumbass shadows, right? Instead of going deeper. Because you got to go deeper than that, like what I was showing y'all tonight, right? But think about this. You talking about a Pharaoh, right? Israelites, right? Those are kings and queens, right? Because I went back to the meeting, right? Egyptian origin. That's where this is from. Kanika, the name is Egyptian origin, right? Egypt. Dark cloth, black. That's what Kanika means. Mother's own is great or big. Okay? So then when you talk about Israelites and Pharaoh, and we know what Pharaoh is, right? King, right? What do royalty, when you talk about royalty and stuff like that, right? Kings and queens and stuff like that, and royalty, what do they wear? They wear crowns. And this happened where? Crown Plaza. Message. You better recognize the symbolism. And I'm going to say that shit again. They threw her in there. That motherfucking door was never closed or locked. And they knew that they could say whatever the fuck they wanted to say because they ran with the narrative that, oh no, the door, it was locked when we got there. Let me ask you this. If that's the case, how the fuck you knew to even go there and look and unlock it, right? Remember, this is supposed to be in a kitchen that is closed down. So meaning nobody should be down there, right? Let alone in that motherfucking freezer. How the fuck would you know to go? And remember, allegedly, the camera that's allegedly in front of that freezer wasn't recording. So how the fuck would you know to go to that freezer? How? Now, I talked about that too, y'all, about the purple and all that, because I remember that, the purple, the Eastern Stars, how Mama No Tears is connected to the Eastern Stars. I did all that shit. But look again, how the fuck would anybody know to go there at this whole fucking hotel? And this is supposed to be the area that's off limits. And this is also the area right there that has a camera that don't record. So how the fuck would you know to even go look in there? And that freezer was supposed to be locked. But meanwhile, evidence don't fucking lie. That lip gloss would not be right there if that door was locked. Because like I said, when it's a crime scene, they don't touch shit until after they take pictures. They don't touch shit. You can see this is exactly how they found her. That picture, that's exactly how they found her. So anyway, I'm interested in knowing y'all thoughts. Please share it below. Let's get this conversation started. If you appreciate my content and my time, hit up my Cash App and my PayPal. But most of all, thumbs up the video, share it, and subscribe if you are not already subscribed. Thank y'all so much for watching. See you on the next video. Oh, yes. Some of y'all asked me, am I going to talk about the Texas, which is happening? Yes, I'm going to touch on that as well. We already know what it is. And again, I'm not about to sit up on this bitch and say it was fake. I'm not. But they plan shit. You know why they plan stuff? Because they have agendas. And we all know they want to disarm all American citizens. Because see, when you disarm everybody, then we can't fight back. Because we already know, police state, shit like that. We know us woke people know what it is. So yes, I'm going to talk about that too. Anyway, share your thoughts below on this video. I'll see y'all next one. Make sure you thumbs it up, share it, donate to support my work. I appreciate all y'all. Take care.